to say thank you to Pro Gardening System for their vision and innovation in water. We're proud to be working with them in co-development and helping with this new educational series for professional gardeners and farmers. My name is Thomas Boyd. I'm president of Restorative Incorporated. Our business is about water. Our business is about creating high-quality water for drinking, for agriculture, for farming, and for industry. We specialize in agriculture. This is our passion, is agriculture. High-quality food and medicine production is the future. And so we're doing our best to bring new technologies that help the farmer to produce better high-quality produce and crop. Today's presentation is about waters to grow with. So this is a new educational series for professional growers. This is part one of a multi-series presentation about water and crop growth and how to increase crop growth with your water. I mean, everyone uses water and everyone has to use water, right? Water is the main element in crop growth and productivity. There's no doubt water is the source. So the big thing that we want to get across to you guys first and foremost is that our water systems are promoting the restorative effect. And this comes straight from nature. We study nature to find how nature does fertility. How does nature create a fertile environment? We all know that nature creates the most infertile environments that we've ever come across. All modern production is really trying to mimic what nature is already doing to grow the high-quality plants that we see around us. We take cuttings from those, we propagate them, and we use water. The restorative effect is about tapping into the benefits of nature's restorative effects. Now, we can do this now. Restorative effects, one of the best ones, is the benefits. Restorative effects equals benefits. These benefits, probably one of the best ones, is the way that the plants respond to this special water that we're making. These systems make what we call an antioxidant, alkaline, ionized mineral water. It's a long name, but really, basically, it's a mimic to spring water. How do we get high mountain spring water to your plants in a fresh way to produce it with 100% efficiency, so we're not wasting any water, with no electricity, so we're not, overtaxing our electrical bill, which is already too high, I'm sure. And we're looking at creating the best yields with the highest quality product. Anybody who produces anything wants the best quality produce that they can produce. And water is the number one thing that people need to understand to produce high quality growth. When you use this special water, your cuttings propagate easier, often they can stay alive for weeks in just water. If the water has the right quality, the right minerals, the right ionization, and the right structure. Root development increases by up to 300%. The right kind of water gets into the plants faster and increases the amount of roots that can be grown by the plant. So one of the big things we talked about is when the plant doesn't have enough roots, it's not going to have enough fruits. Fertilizing additives can be reduced. This is one that a lot of people are working on, how to produce more with a little bit less. Using the high quality water can allow you to use very focused nutrients in a new way. It can allow you to back off some things and create a better crop with a little better price. Growth and yields are often improved by an average of 30%. And this is something we see across the board, depending on whether it's a tomato or whatever the plant is. We get this great production. And water, and this kind of water, gives you that kind of production. The possibility to produce 30% more product at the end. Plant health and resistance to disease are greatly increased. This one is one of the unsung factors in creating high quality produce or crop. If your plants are healthier and the resistance to all the things that are commonly affect and afflict plants, especially production plants, then that means you're using less of all the things that for remediation to try to get rid of these things. If you don't have to get rid of them, you use less energy, you bought less product to try to get rid of them, and you're creating a better plant. So enhancing plant production through alkaline, ionized, mineral water. The PGS Grow Water, which is probably just one of the pre-names that we're giving this because it's such an incredible water for growing, is a natural super growth enhancer. Growth water contains negatively ionized minerals and negatively ionized mineral water that increases the absorption and transport of nutrients through the cell wall by 40 to 60%. And this is all research going on globally right now with this water in a variety of countries, from Asia to Central America to Europe to America, and California really being the hub of that kind of research. The benefits with most production plants, you can expect 50% faster growth. That's the time it takes from cutting till whatever month you're at. You get an increase of growth, actual physical growth of the plant. Faster growth and up to 30% larger and higher potency yields at the end. Now, one of the big things that this water can do for your plants is give the plant everything it needs to make secondary and tertiary compounds, which are really important in medicine. So this is a real big factor in production of high-quality medicines from plant source. Some of the key factors and key things for us to understand in this is normal water has the molecules are not tightly. If say you get city water, tap water that's been treated with either UV or chlorine or any of the other disinfectants that are used to make our water sanitary, they actually break the water's molecules apart so they're not connected. This is what we call the dead water. Almost everyone in this room probably has some sort of dead water that's coming into their system. This water needs to be enlivened, and that enlivening process, or ionization process, produces water clusters that are much tighter and much smaller. This tighter structured water has the ability to pass. I know these graphics aren't very good on the wall here, so I apologize. I apologize for that. The water can move quicker through, this is the aquaporin channels that are in the roots, leaves, and structure of the plant. These are the water transport mechanisms that allow water and nutrients and minerals and other elements that are necessary for the plant's growth to pass from the outside to the inside. The smaller cluster size of the water allows more water and more nutrients to pass into the plants, which then provides the optimized growth factors for the plant. So this kind of shows how these other molecules that are bigger, unstructured molecules can't make it through the channel. So you might be feeding your plants water, but they're not necessarily absorbing it. This is one of the biggest issues that we found, is the ability of the plants to actually absorb the water nutrients that you're giving them, and to take them in and use them to make growth and medicines. Some of the early experiments that we did were on all stages of growth. This is from starting with the smallest seeds, cuttings, clonings, looking at the increase in the vegetative states, which this shows the same plants at the same stages, one with and one without. And this one is really bad graphic. This is on one of our labs for a particular type of production plant. And if you can see the other side of the picture, which wasn't in there, the plants are about this much. So there's a real increase in the size, density of the end products. One more, like that. The basics of water quality for plant growth. These are just some key things that the kind of quick ditties that people get to understand. Is that high quality water equals natural, robust growth. Now everyone knows that, like, if you can, you bring high mountain spring down to your plants. All agriculture does this. That time is over. Most of us aren't blessed with the spring on our property. Those who are lucky. Those who aren't, this is why we made this technology. We can now bring the spring to the plant like you can anymore. So you can't bring that water down from the spring anymore because you don't have access to it, but you can, through a system like these, give spring water to your plants. And this is what we've done, is mimic high mountain spring water in a system that you can deliver it fresh to your plants all day, every day, exactly when you need it, where you need it. If you got root, you got fruit. Now we can explore this one in detail. The amount of root that your plant can hold is the structure and the ability to support heavy growth, heavy fruit, heavy flowering.